Hello, welcome to my blood-soaked channel. Another bibliophile shoots first. My name is Gregorio, and I am here to announce an event in June called June on the Range. This event was created by Michael K. Vaughan to encourage channels and readers to read Westerns. Now, I am not a huge Western reader, but I am going to participate in this to read a few Westerns as a co-host. Now, I am not the only co-host. Joining this venture is going to be Steve Donoghue, Shawn D, Standfast, CriminOlly, the Bookish Bryants, and this just in. There are no real rules to life on the range other than you're supposed to read some Westerns during the month of June. How you define Western is going to be a little bit up to each person. Generally speaking, it is the story of the Old West in the United States. But as some people have pointed out, there are some Westerns that can take place in Mexico or even Australia. So it is up to whoever does this channel what type of Westerns they want to read. Now, as I said, I have not read a lot of Westerns, but I will be reading 4. One of the books is going to be Blood Meridian by Cormac McCarthy. This is going to be a buddy read with CriminOlly. Now, this is a book that I have read before. It is one of the great modern masterpieces of American writing, but it is also a Western. And in this, you will meet the kid, Toadvine, and the judge. Highly recommend this book. The next Western will be The Virginian. This is by Owen, Wister. And this is one of the early classics of Westerns. And it's set in Wyoming territory. And that's all that I really know. It is published very early. I believe it's published in 1901. After that, I will be picking up my Library of America volume of the Western and reading The Oxbow Incident by Walter von Tilburg Clark. Again, this is a very classic Western about a lynching gone wrong. And if you're having a lynching, pretty much everything is going to go wrong. And after those 3, I am taking the advice of Steve Donoghue and Michael K. Vaughan, and I am going to read a book by Louis L'Amour. I will be reading The Quick and the Dead. Louis L'Amour is one of the most famous authors of Westerns in this literature has ever produced, and he wrote hundreds of them. I'm not sure that this is one of the best Westerns that he wrote, but it was one of the ones that was available when I went to a used bookstore and picked up a whole parcel full of Westerns. Now, if you want to take a look here, I bought 13 Westerns for $14.25. That is way more Westerns than I can possibly read in the month of June. So what I am going to be doing is I am going to be taking some select Westerns for myself. This one and this one are supposedly naughty Westerns. And you know what a naughty Western is. That just means the main character gets laid a lot. So I'm going to be keeping those for myself. I'm going to be keeping The Quick and the Dead. But other than that, I have a bunch of other books that I'm not really going to need. So I'm doing a giveaway. I'm going to do 3 giveaways of 3 books each. Each package will contain 1 book by Louis L'Amour and some other assorted Westerns. There are some Max Brand books in here. Max Brand is another highly regarded Western author. Unfortunately, I could not get any Zane Grey at the bookstore I went to because all the editions were expensive editions that would have cost more than $2, and I wasn't willing to spend all that much money on old Westerns. But I will send out 3 packages of 3 books each. I will ship internationally. All that I ask is that if you want these books, you also are willing to participate in June on the Range. Now, you don't necessarily have to read the books I send you, but they may be a good place to start. So, if you are interested in receiving these gifts of 3 Westerns, leave a comment below saying, yes, I want some Westerns. If more than 3 people want these Westerns, I will draw them from my hat. And that is my announcement for June on the Range. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.